Hey guys, so I am doing 8.5 factoring trinomials. You'll notice that this time A is just 1. So we can multiply these. We can just make our x and multiply those. We'll end up with 20 and bring that middle brother nobody likes down to the bottom, negative 12. And then we think, hey, what multiplies to 20 but adds to a negative 12? And that would be a negative 10 and a negative 2. When you add them, they add to a negative 12. When you multiply them, they multiply to 20. So the cool thing about this is I actually don't have to split the middle term. I have my factors because a is greater than 1. So I technically know that x minus 10 times x minus 2 would be my answer. But if that bit confuses you, we can factor by grouping like we've been doing. So I would have x squared minus 10x minus 2x plus 20. And I would just factor by grouping. So I would factor out my x, and I would have x minus 10. And over here, I would factor out my negative 2 because that third term is negative. So negative 2, and I would have x minus 10. And look, I have matchy-matchy parentheses, which is x minus 2 and x minus 10. And if you look, we have the same thing that we started with. So that's that one. I'll go ahead and jump to number 5, just in case you guys are a little still confused on now we have an a term that's greater than 1. So I am going to multiply these two together. I'll make my x. So I'm multiplying a 2 and a negative 28, and I'll end up with a negative 56. And I'll bring down my negative 1. So I need something that multiplies to negative 56 and adds to a negative 1. Well, that would be a positive 7 and a negative 8. So I am going to go ahead and split my middle term. I have to this time because if I just use that, the 7 and the 8, that wouldn't be the right answer. So I'm going to take 2x squared plus 7x minus 8x minus 28. And then I'm going to factor by grouping. So I'll see that, I can factor out an x here. And I'll have a 2x plus 7. And then over here, I can see that I can factor out a 4. And if I pay attention right here, I'll see that this term is negative. So a negative 4 is what I'll factor out. Remember, my third term, if it's negative, I have to factor it out. And I'll end up with a 2x plus 7. And I have my matchy-matchy parentheses, so all is right with the world. I have x minus 4 and 2x plus 7. All right, well, that's that one. I'll do another factor by grouping with you guys. So this one right here, I just want to point out, you can't really factor by grouping. All you can do is just find a GCF here because there's only 3 terms. But I'll go over to this factor by grouping right here, and I'll see that, the only thing they really have in common is a 2 and an x, not that y. So 10 divided by 2 is 5, x squared, and you take one of those x's away, you just have x. So plus, well, I'm taking that 2x away, so just plus y. And then over here, third term's negative, so I'm factoring out a negative. And I see, they both go into 3. So this will become a 5x. 15 divided by 3 is 5. And then plus y. I have matchy-matchy parentheses. 2x minus 3 and 5x plus y. All right, this is only 10 problems, so I feel doing 3 should be enough for you guys. And I hope this helps. All right, bye guys.